Minimalist Living Room Hacks 2025 Interior Design Ideas for a Modern Home. Welcome everyone. Today, we are going to dive into a full exploration of minimalist living room design and its role in shaping the homes of 2025 and beyond. Imagine stepping into a space that is light-filled, clutter-free, and designed with intention, where every piece of furniture and every material has a clear purpose. Minimalism is not about emptiness, it is about presence. It is about allowing your living room, the heart of your home, to breathe, to feel expansive, and to showcase not just design, but also lifestyle. This presentation will guide you through design hacks, stylistic choices, and visionary concepts that elevate your living room into a sanctuary of comfort and modern elegance. As we move further into the decade, interior design trends are blending timeless principles with forward-thinking solutions. Minimalism has matured from a niche preference into a global movement. Homeowners now see it as a way to align with sustainability, functionality, and aesthetics all at once. When we talk about minimalist living room hacks, what we are really discussing is the art of subtraction, removing what doesn't serve you, amplifying what does, and shaping a living environment that communicates both sophistication and warmth. This approach makes your space look more luxurious without requiring extravagant spending. The secret begins with intentional furniture placement. Rather than filling the living room with multiple bulky pieces, the modern trend is to choose fewer, high-impact items. For instance, a sleek modular sofa in a neutral tone can anchor the room and invite comfort while maintaining a streamlined silhouette. Designers are embracing modularity because it allows flexibility. You can reconfigure layouts as trends evolve or as your lifestyle demands. Complementing the sofa with a low-profile coffee table crafted from natural wood or matte stone adds grounding without overwhelming. The new wave of furniture design also emphasizes curves and soft edges, a departure from the hard lines of past decades, helping to create spaces that feel more inviting and organic. Color palettes remain central to minimalist hacks. White walls still dominate because they reflect natural light and amplify a sense of openness, but now we see them layered with warmer undertones, beige, sand, and clay, to avoid sterility. Earth tones have re-entered the conversation in 2025, enriching the minimalist canvas with a subtle warmth. Pairing these tones with black or charcoal accents adds depth and modernity. A slim black metal bookshelf, for example, frames the space with precision while still allowing air to circulate visually. Lighting is the unsung hero of modern minimalism. Beyond mere function, lighting has become sculptural, almost architectural. Recessed ceiling lights, concealed LED strips along walls or under floating furniture, and pendant lamps with geometric silhouettes define the new aesthetic. These lighting strategies create ambience that shifts with your mood. Soft golden hues for evenings, cooler white tones for productivity, and layered lighting options that transform the living room into a versatile environment. More homeowners are turning to smart lighting systems, allowing voice or app control to set scenes for reading, entertaining, or relaxing. Texture introduces complexity where minimalism might otherwise risk monotony. Layering fabrics such as wool throws, linen cushions, and organic cotton rugs brings comfort while adhering to a restrained palette. Materials are chosen not only for their appearance, but for their sustainability. Designers are favoring ethically sourced woods, recycled textiles, and eco-friendly finishes. This emphasis aligns with a broader societal shift toward mindful consumption, ensuring that minimalist design is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also environmentally conscious. One of the most powerful minimalist living room hacks is the integration of nature. The biophilic design movement, which emphasizes human connection to nature, is reshaping interiors. A single large potted tree, like an olive or a fiddle leaf fig, acts as a focal point, drawing the eye upward and reinforcing tranquility. Smaller indoor plants, arranged with intentional spacing, soften the architectural edges of the room. Natural light is maximized through expansive windows, sheer curtains, and reflective surfaces like glass and mirrors. This blending of indoors and outdoors creates a seamless flow, a critical trend for modern homes that prioritize wellness as much as beauty. Storage remains a challenge in minimalist living rooms, yet the clever use of hidden solutions keeps the aesthetic intact. Floating cabinets, built-in shelving, and multifunctional furniture like ottomans with concealed compartments eliminate clutter. The philosophy here is simple. What is out of sight stays out of mind, and what remains visible must deserve its place. This hack ensures that your living room feels timeless, even as life's objects accumulate. Looking ahead, technology integration is redefining what it means to live minimally. Smart home systems are now invisible but omnipresent. Embedded speakers, discrete charging docks, hidden projectors, and even furniture with built-in wireless charging pads. These innovations allow functionality without visual noise. They maintain the purity of minimalist design while ensuring convenience and efficiency. Finally, minimalist design is about personality within restraint. Art plays a vital role. Rather than filling walls with numerous small pieces, the modern approach is to highlight one or two oversized artworks or statement decor objects. These bold inclusions add individuality without chaos. Sculptures, textured canvases, or even digital art displays that can change seasonally reflect both taste and flexibility. In this way, minimalism remains fresh and aligned with personal growth. So when we think of minimalist living room hacks in 2025, we see more than a style. We see a philosophy of living. It's about cultivating balance, embracing sustainability, celebrating simplicity, and allowing space itself to become luxurious. The modern home is no longer about how much we own, but how well each choice supports a life of comfort, elegance, and clarity. This journey into minimalist living room design invites us to create spaces that feel timeless, functional, and inspiring without spending a fortune. And as you'll see, the next wave of design continues to expand these principles into future-forward possibilities. Now imagine standing at the threshold of your living room. As you step in, the air feels lighter, your eyes immediately recognize harmony, and you realize that less truly can mean more. In the next chapter, we will expand on how these minimalist strategies are being adapted globally, exploring cultural variations, architectural influences, and forward-looking trends that redefine what modern home design will mean in the years to come. As we continue our journey into minimalist living room design, let us take a step further and explore how this style is no longer confined to a single cultural perspective, but has become a universal design language. Around the world, homeowners, architects, and designers are adapting the principles of minimalism to local traditions, climates, and lifestyles, creating fresh interpretations that enrich the global conversation about modern interiors. What unites them all is the desire to create spaces that are purposeful, functional, and deeply harmonious. In Scandinavian design, which has long been synonymous with minimalism, the emphasis rests on natural light, pale woods, and understated textiles. The living room in a Nordic-inspired home is a place where serenity meets practicality. Furniture is chosen for durability and multifunctionality, pieces that not only look good but stand the test of time. This is paired with a neutral color palette and subtle touches of color introduced through artwork, ceramics, or seasonal decor. The Scandinavian approach continues to influence global design in 2025, particularly because it aligns with sustainable living and mindful consumption. Moving to Japan, we encounter a different but complementary philosophy, wabi-sabi. This aesthetic embraces imperfection, transience, and the natural aging of materials. In a Japanese-inspired minimalist living room, you may find raw wooden beams, stone surfaces, or handcrafted pottery that highlight authenticity. The arrangement is spare but never cold. It is warm, rooted in the values of respect for nature and simplicity. This influence is increasingly visible in Western design, where homeowners seek not only beauty, but also a deeper spiritual connection to their spaces. In Mediterranean countries, minimalism takes on a more sun-soaked expression. Whitewashed walls, textured plaster, and terracotta flooring combine with open, breezy layouts. Here, minimalism is not about stark emptiness, but about creating cool, breathable interiors that harmonize with outdoor living. The living room often flows seamlessly onto terraces or courtyards, blurring the line between inside and outside. Plants, woven baskets, and hand-woven rugs add tactile richness without overwhelming the minimalist ethos. This version of minimalism feels relaxed and grounded in everyday comfort, resonating strongly with modern families. In the United States, minimalism has merged with urban practicality. City apartments often demand efficiency, and minimalist hacks solve these challenges beautifully. Multi-purpose furniture, like a wall-mounted desk that folds away or a sofa that doubles as a guest bed, ensures every square foot serves a purpose. Large-scale artwork, industrial-style lighting, and exposed architectural features, such as concrete walls or steel beams, give minimalist living rooms in urban settings a bold, modern edge. This urban minimalism reflects a lifestyle where time, space, and convenience are luxuries. What is fascinating about 2025 is the way these global influences are no longer confined to their places of origin. Instead, they intermingle. A Scandinavian sofa might sit beneath a Mediterranean-inspired archway, with Japanese ceramics displayed on American industrial shelving. This fusion highlights the universality of minimalism. It adapts, evolves, and thrives in new contexts while staying rooted in its essence, simplicity with meaning. Another crucial dimension is the shift toward eco-conscious design. Sustainability is not a passing trend, it is an expectation. In minimalist living rooms, this translates into recycled materials, upcycled furniture, and low-impact manufacturing. Bamboo, cork, reclaimed wood, and organic textiles dominate the materials palette. Furniture designers are increasingly creating products that can be disassembled and recycled at the end of their life cycle. This level of responsibility turns minimalism into not just an aesthetic, but a statement of values. Beyond sustainability, wellness has become an inseparable part of minimalist design. Homeowners are seeking living rooms that contribute to mental clarity, relaxation, and physical health. The integration of air-purifying plants, ergonomic seating, and acoustically balanced layouts transforms living rooms into wellness sanctuaries. Lighting is adjusted to align with circadian rhythms, and the inclusion of natural materials creates environments that feel restorative. This holistic approach is particularly relevant in a world where people spend more time at home, blending work, leisure, and family life. Technology continues to shape the minimalist living room of the future. Smart systems are no longer simply gadgets, they are integral to design. Voice-activated lighting, AI-assisted climate control, and invisible audio systems are embedded seamlessly. The emphasis is on technology that disappears into the background, supporting daily life without visual clutter. In some cases, designers are experimenting with augmented reality windows, panels that can shift from transparent to opaque or even project different sceneries, allowing homeowners to customize their living environments at will. The spatial flow of minimalist living rooms is also evolving. Traditional closed layouts are giving way to open plans that merge living, dining, and even kitchen areas into one cohesive environment. Yet, within this openness, zones are defined through subtle cues. An area rug demarcates a seating space, pendant lighting highlights a dining area, and variations in ceiling height add rhythm without physical barriers. This architectural strategy allows homes to feel larger, more connected, and better suited to modern lifestyles. Art and decoration continue to play pivotal roles. In minimalist living rooms of 2025, artwork is carefully curated to evoke mood rather than overwhelm. Large abstract canvases, monochromatic prints, or digital art displays act as centerpieces. Sculptural lighting fixtures double as functional art. Even handcrafted items like vases or ceramics are chosen for their unique character. The emphasis is on quality over quantity. Each item tells a story, anchoring the space with personality. Cultural and generational shifts are also influencing how minimalism is expressed. Younger homeowners, particularly millennials and Gen Z, are prioritizing affordability and flexibility, They embrace do-it-yourself decor, thrifted furniture, and adaptable modular systems. Meanwhile, older generations may invest in long-lasting heirloom-quality pieces that anchor a more permanent lifestyle. Despite these differences, both groups converge on the idea that a minimalist living room should reflect values as much as aesthetics: authenticity, sustainability, and comfort. Looking toward the future, we see minimalist living rooms not as static designs, but as evolving ecosystems. They respond to changing lifestyles, new technologies, and shifting cultural values. The living room is no longer just a place to sit. It is a hub of wellness, a statement of identity, and a flexible canvas for creativity. By embracing minimalist hacks, we prepare our homes not only for beauty today, but also for the trends and needs of tomorrow. As this evolution unfolds, the minimalist living room becomes more than a design choice. It becomes a mirror of who we are and who we aspire to be: resilient, thoughtful, connected, and forward-looking. And as we move closer to the final part of this exploration, we will dive into the visionary trends of the future: how technology, sustainability, and lifestyle shifts will redefine minimalist living room design for the decades ahead. As we enter the final stage of this exploration, let us cast our eyes toward the future and envision where minimalist living room design is headed. The trends of 2025 have already laid the foundation: sustainability, wellness, functionality, and global influence. But beyond these, there is a horizon of possibilities shaped by rapid technological advances, shifting lifestyles, and evolving cultural values. The living room, long regarded as the heart of the home, is set to transform into a space that is not only beautiful, but also intelligent, adaptable, and deeply aligned with the human experience. The first great shift lies in the integration of intelligent environments. Minimalist living rooms of the future will rely on technologies that blend seamlessly into the architecture itself. Imagine walls that can change color with a voice command, surfaces that adjust their texture or reflectivity depending on the time of day, and furniture that adapts to your posture or activity. Smart glass windows will regulate light, heat, and privacy automatically, responding to both external weather conditions and internal comfort needs. In such a room, minimalism is not only visual, it becomes experiential, removing friction from daily life while enhancing the elegance of simplicity. Another defining trend is the rise of adaptive furniture. As urban living spaces continue to shrink, furniture will evolve into multifunctional, shape-shifting elements. A sleek console might expand into a dining table. A coffee table could elevate into a workspace. A sofa could fold into different modular configurations depending on whether you are entertaining guests or enjoying solitude. The guiding principle is that every object must earn its place through versatility. This evolution allows minimalism to thrive even in compact spaces, ensuring that less square footage does not mean less comfort or style. Sustainability will not just be an option, it will be mandatory. Future living rooms will be defined by circular design principles, where materials are sourced responsibly, used efficiently, and recycled endlessly. Expect to see an explosion of innovative eco-materials, textiles grown from fungi, furniture made from compressed agricultural waste, or paint that absorbs carbon dioxide from the air. These developments align with the global push to combat climate change and ensure that our homes contribute positively to the environment. The minimalist ethic of less is more will extend beyond aesthetics into planetary responsibility. The aesthetics of minimalism will also continue to evolve. While the current palette leans toward neutrals and earthy tones, the future introduces more dynamic, customizable color environments. Digital walls and projection-based decor will allow homeowners to shift moods effortlessly. Today, a serene, whitewashed minimalism. Tomorrow, a rich, moody environment for evening gatherings. These adaptive aesthetics will ensure that minimalism never feels static, but rather fluid and responsive to human emotions. Biophilic design will deepen its influence. The integration of nature will move beyond simple potted plants to entire living ecosystems. Walls of greenery, indoor water features, and even micro gardens will become staples of the minimalist living room. With advances in hydroponics and smart irrigation, maintaining these natural elements will be effortless. The result will be spaces that not only look beautiful, but also purify air, regulate humidity, and enhance mental well-being. This synthesis of technology and nature will create homes that are not just places to live, but environments that actively nurture life. Another horizon lies in the realm of personalization. Minimalism of the future will not mean identical spaces across the globe. Instead, it will celebrate individuality within restraint. Digital art panels will allow homeowners to curate rotating galleries. Artificial intelligence will recommend furniture layouts, color schemes, or lighting moods based on personal preferences and behaviors. The minimalist living room becomes a living organism, evolving with its inhabitants, shaping itself to support their unique rhythms and needs. Community and cultural values will also shape these interiors. As societies become more interconnected, minimalist living rooms will incorporate diverse influences while maintaining coherence. For example, a future home might feature Scandinavian-inspired furniture, paired with handcrafted decor rooted in local traditions and enhanced with cutting-edge, Japanese-inspired smart systems. The global fusion will honor heritage while embracing innovation, demonstrating that minimalism is not about uniformity, but about unity within diversity. Wellness will remain central, but will expand into more holistic dimensions. Living rooms will become sanctuaries not only for relaxation, but also for mental clarity, social connection, and creative expression. Acoustic design will ensure that conversations are clear and music resonates beautifully without distortion. Natural light will be optimized to improve mood and productivity, while ergonomic furniture will support long-term health. Even scent will become part of minimalist design, with integrated diffusers providing subtle natural aromas to enhance the sensory experience. One fascinating development is the blending of physical and virtual worlds. With the growth of virtual reality and augmented reality, minimalist living rooms may serve as portals into infinite environments. A simple, uncluttered space could transform into a virtual gallery, a meditation retreat, or even a collaborative workspace shared with others across the globe. The minimalist physical design acts as a neutral stage, while technology provides layers of dynamic experiences. This intersection of minimalism and digital immersion is set to redefine how we perceive the purpose of our homes. As we envision the decades ahead, it becomes clear that minimalist living room design is more than a style trend. It is a movement toward intentional living. It embraces the elegance of simplicity, the necessity of sustainability, the power of technology, and the nourishment of nature. It balances efficiency with beauty, function with emotion, and individuality with universality. The minimalist living room of the future will not ask us to sacrifice comfort or creativity. Instead, it will empower us to live with clarity, surrounded only by what truly supports and enriches our lives. It will teach us that luxury is not about excess, but about refinement, not about accumulation, but about curation. And in that truth, the living room becomes more than a space. It becomes a philosophy, a reflection of how we choose to live in harmony with ourselves, our communities, and our planet. Minimalism, at its core, is timeless. It adapts to each era, each culture, each technological shift, while staying faithful to its essence, less but better. As we look toward the homes of tomorrow, the minimalist living room stands as a beacon of how design can elevate life, elegant, modern, and deeply human.